Now I'm going to play a song for Dad's channel. Beer, beer, take a lap of beer. Daddy's cooking beer and soup.
Hey everyone, how you doing today? My name's Eric. As always, I want to thank you for taking a minute and checking out my video today. On this episode of Smo'King, I'm going to show you how to make sausage and cheddar beer soup. Now we're in March and it's kind of cold outside. It was raining all day yesterday. We're supposed to have showers off and on today. So I wanted to do something inside, and nothing is better on a cold rainy day than some delicious soup. And I'm going to throw all these ingredients in the slow cooker. It's going to fill up my house with a delicious aroma, and it's an absolutely easy soup to make. You just need a few ingredients, and if you're on the keto low carb diet, it's pretty keto friendly. So I have 4 sausages here. These are the kinds you buy at the grocery store. They're already fully cooked. I got a couple carrots, some celery stalks, onion, some heavy cream. I got 1 good beer, quality beer. This is Ballast Point Sculpin IPA. It's an Indian Pale Ale. Of course, I have some sharp cheddar cheese, some chicken broth, a couple other spices. We're going to throw it all together, simmer it all day. It's going to be absolutely delicious. So stick around. I'm going to show you how to make this step by step. Let's get cooking. Alright, so the hardest part of putting this recipe together is just preparing everything in the beginning, and then it's easy because it all goes into the slow cooker. So the first thing we're going to do is turn our slow cooker on high because we want to get this warmed up here. So let me do that real quick. There we go. And what I have here is 1 cup of onion, 1 cup of celery, and 1 cup of carrots. That's going to go in raw into the slow cooker. I took around a ½ cup of the onion, the celery, and the carrots. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to saute this in a frying pan with butter for around 5 or 6 minutes just to release some flavors, brown this a little bit. That's going to go in as well. So 1 cup of each raw and around a ½ cup of each sauteed. So I'm going to go over to the stove, throw this in a frying pan with some butter. We'll get it softened up. We'll be back in 1 second. All right, guys, here we are. Just saute, like I said, that ½ cup of onion, carrots, and green peppers just for around 5-6 minutes. We don't want to really brown them. We just want to soften them up, kind of get that melted butter to get some flavors to come out. That's about it. I'm going to turn this off. I'll meet you over the slow cooker. Alright, so here we are, the sauteed vegetables. I'm going to throw those in first, and this slow cooker's been on high for around 10 minutes. So it's starting to heat up pretty quickly. All right, now it's as easy as throwing in the rest of the ingredients, but not all of it. We're just gonna cook this initially for 3 to 4 hours. So we're gonna do the 1 cup of celery. Now this is the raw celery. Okay. We're gonna do the 1 cup of the onion, raw onion. Okay. 1 cup of the carrots, raw as well. Okay. Now we have some garlic. It's around 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. It's equal to around 4 garlic cloves if you're doing fresh garlic. I'm going to throw that in there as well. Okay. I got a ½ teaspoon of ground black pepper. I have 1 teaspoon of salt. And only start with 1 teaspoon. You can always add salt later, okay? I have around a ½ teaspoon of red chili pepper flakes. This is optional, but I think it's just going to kick it up just a little bit. I don't want it to go too hot. Okay? Now I have my 4 smoked sausages that I've sliced and diced into smaller pieces. We'll throw that in. All right. I have 4 cups of chicken stock we're going to put in here, and I got the low sodium chicken stock. Perfect. And then last but not least, we're going to put a beer. Now, it's supposed to be a 12-ounce beer. This is a pint, a 16-ounce, but you know what? I don't think it's going to hurt any. And don't worry about alcohol, because this is going to be simmering for many hours, and all the alcohol is going to get absorbed. You want to use kind of a flavorful beer. You know, don't use something that's really light. Try to get something with a little bit of body, a little bit of character. All right, now all we're going to do is just kind of stir this around. We're going to put it on high, and we're going to simmer it for around 3 to 4 hours. Then we're going to come back, check it out, and then we're going to add, at the end, the heavy cream, the cream cheese, and the regular sharp cheddar cheese once this has got a chance to kind of cook down and soften up. So that's it. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my afternoon. I'll meet back with you guys in a little bit. Right before I walk away, I just want you to see a close-up look of how it looks like. Just like so. Alright guys, now I'm going to let the slow cooker work its magic. See you guys in a little bit. Alright, beverage review time. Since this is what I put in my soup, I had to get an extra one to actually drink. I believe it's Ballast Point. This brewing company out of San Diego, they make some really good beers. Sculpin IPA. And that's a fish there. It's got a real colorful fish. So I'm having that. And my son Kyle, say hi Kyle.
Hi Kyle.
He's having something. He likes these Arizonas. They've come in new plastic bottles. They used to be really big cans. Arizona fruit punch, all natural. And that's my dog Dixie, who's very thirsty. Okay. She always has perfect timing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you think you can open it and pour it yourself?
Dixie wants to review water.
Yeah. Well, she's on some medicine now. She's been sick, and it makes her very, very thirsty.
I think we know if she likes it.
Be careful around that glass when you...
This isn't the glass. This is a bottle.
Yeah, but I don't want you to knock this over while you're doing that.
Knock it over while I'm doing it? Gotcha.
I smell a little bit of hops and a little bit of fruit, like orange. Color looks really good. It smells good. Did you pour the whole thing in there?
No.
Oh, there's a little bit left? Okay.
There's more.
Alright, well, let's give it a shot. As always, guys, cheers. I appreciate you watching my video. Here. Thanks again. This is good. Very good. How's yours?
It's good.
I mean, compared to like Hawaiian punch or other fruit punches that you
It
have.
tastes like fruit punch.
Well, of course it is. That's what it is. But how about compared to Hawaiian punch?
What now?
Or high C fruit punch? Have you tried that?
No.
No? Well,
Maybe I have. I don't know.
when I was a kid growing up, they had the old Hawaiian one. This is good. I would recommend it. If you come across these, like I said, they have a whole bunch of different beers, and they all feature kind of fish or something to do with the ocean, which is kind of cool. Alright guys, it's been around 2 hours. This is still going to go for another couple more hours before we add the other ingredients. In the meantime, me and Kyle are going to enjoy our beverages. We're going to go play some Long Dark. It's a video game. And see how long we can survive. We'll see you guys next time. Cheers.
Yeet.
Alright guys, it's been 4 hours exactly. Ooh, let's take a look. I did stir it a couple times. This is what we want it to be, kind of bubbling, so all that alcohol from the beer burns out. Okay, looking good. I'm going to go get the other ingredients. The first thing we're going to stir in is the cream cheese. I'll be back in a second. Alright, so gather the rest of your ingredients. I have 2 cups of cheese and 1 cup of heavy cream. I'm going to let this sit here because the cream just came out of the fridge. It's like ice cold. I don't want to add it in being cream, so I'm just going to let it sit. I have 1 package of cream cheese that you can see I've had sitting out for several hours. I just used a long knife and sliced it into smaller cubes. So the first thing we're going to do is stir the cream cheese in, because it's going to take a while to kind of break down the cream cheese. So I find a whisk is probably the best thing to do to kind of help blend it in as quickly as possible. Whoops. Okay. And we're just going to stir it here. And just try to incorporate that soft cream cheese into the soup. And then once, you know, I'm going to put the lid on, I'm going to let it go another maybe 15-20 minutes. That'll allow the cream to kind of come closer to room temperature before I pour it in. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to continue to stir this with the whisk. I'll put a cover on it. We'll be back in a little bit. Alright, it's been around 20 minutes or so. Let's take a look here. Alright, you can still see a little bit of that cream cheese, but it's pretty well incorporated. Okay, so I'm going to stir this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of the cheese in just to bring the temperature down before I pour in that kind of still somewhat cold, heavy cream. Because this cheese here now, it's going to kind of slow it down or cool it down a little bit. Alright. Let's do a little bit more. Yeah, it's melting good. We're very quick and fast. Okay, now I'm going to pour in that cup of heavy cream very slowly. Alright. Let's get the rest of that cheese. Alright, I'm still going to keep it on high. Give it a good stir. We're just going to let this cook for a little while longer. You know, give it another half hour to 40 minutes and it's pretty much done. Let me shake my little, open up my, my whisk. There we go. So the pieces fall. Okay, perfect. We'll be back in a little bit and check it out. Alright guys, it's ready now. It's been simmering for a good 45 minutes. Everything's melted and incorporated. Wow, it looks good. Alright, so let's get ready to dish some out and give it a try. Be right back. Here we are. We're going to scoop some out now so we can sample it. Oh, that looks good. Alright. Alright, now we're just going to top it with some more sharp cheddar cheese. And just to give it a little bit of color, a little bit of sliced green onion on top as well for good measure. Alright, there you go. We'll be back in a second. Give it a sample. Alright, here we are with my wife Monica.
Hi.
She scooped some out, so let's give it a shot here.
It smells delicious. I can smell the beer.
Yeah, I can smell the beer too. It was very, what's the word?
Ale-y?
No, I could just smell it in the air.
I could smell it.
Oh wow, that's good.
Mmm.
Mmm. Yeah,
that has a lot of flavor.
The sausage is definitely kind of also seeped into the broth because it's got this kind of smoky, cheesy flavor to it.
But I can taste the beer too. It's really good though.
No, wow, it is really good. Wow, this is different, huh?
Mmm.
Mmm.
That is really good.
Yeah, it does have that beer flavoring, especially if you get something that's a little bit of a stronger beer. You're going to pick that up in the flavor profile. You can use it with a lighter beer. It wouldn't be probably as noticeable, but I like that flavor.
I do too.
Kinda...
Now, we're doing keto, so this is totally keto friendly, but if you weren't doing keto, or if I wasn't, I would say adding potatoes, like diced potatoes in there would be delicious
That
too.
would be like a potato beer cheese soup. Yeah. Definitely, but...
even cauliflower in here would be good for us ketos.
Yeah?
I mean...
It's very good. I think
this is really good.
Wow. I'm impressed. I'm going to make this again for sure. As always, guys, I really appreciate you watching my video. If you like it, please hit the like button. I would love it if you would consider subscribing. And I'll leave a link above to my website, ericsmokingbbq.com. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Whoa.
This is really good.
Oh, I know what I should start doing with videos. I know what I should start doing with videos.
What?
It's like if hello, we're doing